Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this is just going to be an opening clip really for painting, and it's basically painting this wall. Now, the reason why I'm just going to use this one wall is it's representative of the entire house, that everything I have to deal with, well, it's the office, everything I have to deal with in the office here. This really reflective part of the wall, where is that? Back over here, okay? That's because I painted originally with eggshell paint, and I never will do that ever again. The reason for that is because any imperfection in the wall, if you have any kind of a shine to the paint, it's just highlighted by the shininess of the paint. You know, you look at it from the side and it's like, yeah, that's bad. Anyway, so with flat white paint, or flat paint in general, whatever color it is, if you have the same color, if you have some reserved paint or whatever, you can probably touch it up and get away with it. But with the shiny paint, it's just not gonna work so well. You're gonna be unhappily surprised with the effort. Now, what I'm gonna do here basically is just prime this wall out. And when I say prime it out, basically I've done my patches here that you see. There's 5 or 6 other patches that you really can't tell of down the wall there by that light switch and the power outlet. And then I have to do all the cut-in work. Plus I have to touch these up, all these things are not painted. So I have to prime them with some of the the paint material before I end up coming back and finishing the paint off with rolling the entire wall. But for this, really, for the initial clip here, what I really want you to realize is that this is a shiny area right here on the wall because of my using eggshell paint on the wall. But when the new owners come in, more than likely they're gonna throw some kind of new paint on the wall, even if it's the same exact thing, a flat white, or maybe they're gonna wanna add a whole lot of color to the room. That's fine. The best thing for them to work with as a base coat is a flat white paint. So we're gonna actually kind of be doing them a favor. And if they like the paint, they can just leave it the way it is because it's gonna be a very good paint. It's gonna be a very nice material. And it's just gonna be flat white. So it should radiate all the light that comes into the house through the back window and the back patio area back here. It'll radiate all that light and add to basically the illusion of a larger room than what you have. It's a very, very calming and nice effect to have. And then, or if they want to add color, they can do with it as they please. It's their house. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up right here. And when I come back to this video and add to it, this wall will be painted. All right. So we'll catch you in that next clip. Stand by, please stand by, as Patsy Houlihan would say, right? Please stand by. Okay. The wall's been painted and I obviously put everything back. But I kept this angle because we get a bonus cat. That's Baby B. The orange cat down there is Simon. And I don't know if we can see any other bonus cats in this one here. We'll see some probably in the other room. Again, this is my office, and I'm going to talk about the master bedroom, but it was never used as a bed. Well, it is actually currently being used as a bedroom in Camp Hayden, but it really was never used as a bedroom before because this was the office. But anyway, I want you to notice the wall. And the wall is very much a flat white. The reflection is different. It's not shiny. And this wall is now completed being painted. Now this one here is a wall. Let's bring this camera in here. Hang on, bumpy ride. All right. This is the next wall. And let me pan down a little bit here. This is the wall that had the deep scratches on it from the cats. They'd stand up on some bunk beds that were here and they would just go to town on this wall. So I've had to patch this wall up, and because I painted this in eggshell, I'm gonna paint this now in the flat white paint. I have to do a little bit of dusting, a little bit of cutting in, cleaning up and everything else. But in the next segment, I will show you this wall and it will be painted in a flat white. I have to do a little bit of cleaning up here. Remove some cover plates, and then we are cooking with gas. So with that, hang on, we'll see you in the next segment. Okay, the painting of the wall is done. I still have to put the cover plate. You can't see it, it's out of the shot. I still got to put a couple of cover plates on there, and I have to paint the baseboard and a couple other things around, but the wall itself is done. And what I wanted to demonstrate here is you can see the diffused light coming off of the wall, but you don't see any harsh reflections. You don't see any shine to the wall itself. The wall down there at the end is not painted. I painted to the corner. I didn't need to paint the back wall, okay? I'm gonna discuss painting when you're moving in and moving out of property, buying and selling property kind of painting and stuff like that in a different video, because that's gonna take a few more minutes to talk about. But basically, I just wanna wrap this one up to show that the wall is absolutely beautiful. It came out perfectly the way I hoped it would. Nice, flat white paint. Now this is an enamel paint. Enamel doesn't mean oil. You can have oil-based enamels or you can have water-based enamel. This is a water-based enamel, and it means it dries hard. So enamel means that it dries hard, not that it's oil, for anybody that might have that confusion about it. But anyways, so this came out looking great. The room looks very bright, white, and airy, and it's fantastic. So that's going to wrap this video up. Until I catch you in the next one, take care and be well.